Republican with a question for Congressman Pocan. Go for it.
Hey, thanks for taking my call, Tom. I'm a new listener because I don't have Sirius in my old 94 pickup truck. The wife's car's got the Sirius, and I tuned you on, and I was just like, oh, my God, I didn't even know you existed. So I always like listening to, in my verbiage, and I think it was yours when Bush was in the presidency and Trump was, it was a loyal opposition. And I was very disheartened to hear, and this is why I'm actually veering towards calling myself a conservative and not a Republican, but I'm very disheartened to hear the congressman call my affiliation a cult. I'm not an occult congressman. I'm a 57-year-old business owner that employs 45 people that's struggling like everybody else is. And to hear not just you, but the other side have such vitriol and almost hate towards their fellow Americans in Congress, I scratch my head continuously when I watch news. How is anything going to get done when you think the other side is an absolute raging devil, and then the other side thinks the same way? How can you reach across the aisle and get anything done, Congressman? And that's my anger. If you can hear it in my voice when I hear, I didn't even know you were a congressman, with all due respect. But, you're obviously a congressman in the state of Wisconsin. But when you call Republicans cult members, what happened to the loyal opposition?
Yeah, so, Patrick, I'm referring to my colleagues, the Marjorie Taylor Greenes, the Matt Gaetzes, the Jim Jordans, go down the list, who aren't trying to work with us on anything in Congress, even things that were traditionally done in a bipartisan way, like a budget, who now have to wait to see what Donald Trump's going to say because he is so popular among about 30% of Republicans. I'm not saying every Republican. I have a lot of Republican friends, in fact, who are just like you, are real conservatives, and Donald Trump's not. Donald Trump is out for Donald Trump, and he's unfortunately got such influence with that 30 to 35% of the Republican Party that he is able to really, of people, that he is able to manipulate too much of the process. And the Republican candidates, including people like Kevin McCarthy, who wants to be Speaker, will do whatever Donald Trump wants. So that's why I say it's a cult, because the elected officials, my colleagues I serve with, don't work with us like we used to. I've been doing this for almost 30 years. Next year is 30 years in local, state, or federal government. But it's the current Republicans. Matt Gaetz doesn't give a damn about public policy. He wants to get on TV and raise money and right now stay out of jail. Marjorie Taylor Greene doesn't even have committees, and she doesn't care because she cares about being on TV and talking about, the MAGA talking points to keep Donald Trump happy. I need more Republicans in the traditional vein of Republicans who may have a different ideology like yourself, a conservative, but still know you got to get something done. The problem is, people like you aren't in Congress right now and unfortunately aren't in the legislatures. Most of them have left, and we're left with the people who are just waiting for Donald Trump to tell them what to do next. So I understand you're upset. You should be. Your party has been hijacked by someone who is a self-serving narcissist who only cares about himself, and it's hurting the things you care about, because I can find what I have in common as a progressive with conservatives, and then we can try to get something done. That's how things always were done. Right now, unfortunately, the Republican Party elected officials don't operate like that.